up, Sami here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Conga. This one. This is not a two-door, it is an AI-powered autonomous robotic lawnmower. Yeah, that's it. So, how is it and what's special about it? Let's get started, shall we? Alright, first things first, I want to start off by saying that the unit we were testing was a prototype, and because we only had limited time to test this machine with one moderate-sized 240 square meters lawn, some features like the multi-zone mowing that I mentioned in the official video, I was unable to test and tell you how it is. But be assured, I guarantee you, this is an informative and honest review video. And as always, I put the pros and the cons at the end of this video. Please stick around to the end for that. The first thing you will notice about the Conga lawnmower is its streamlined design, which looks high-tech to me. They told me that it was inspired by that Venom movie.
We are Venom.
Okay, at least not belly turtle or something. Anyway, on the back of the outer shell, we have 5 buttons that include emergency stop and start key situation. We'll get to that later. Below are the indicators for Wi-Fi, work modes, and battery status. Moving to the front, it sports 3 HDR cameras, 2 light on the side and 1 on the front. That's the key features where this Conga outperforms others. It uses these 3 cameras to visually map surroundings and avoid objects in front of it. There are 2 LED lights on the front, which they use for improved night vision, though I haven't tested that at night. I mean, who would want to mow the lawns at night when it's just such an enjoyment to watch or to play with it in broad daylight? We can also see the comb structures in front of the Conga, which should be able to handle thick and tall grass easily. The Conga has 2 main off-road tires, which should be enough to deal with most of the lawns. There are further 2 more small wheels on the bottom as well. Then is one of the important parts of this machine, the blade system. The height is adjustable, so you can adjust it according to grass length. The blades are also swappable and they're actually safe because if they hit something hard, they just retract. The distance between the blade and edge of the mower body is 8 centimeters, which abides by the safety regulations. Lastly is the power switch key and the handle. Regarding usability, turn on the power switch, you will hear the beep, the indicators will light up. Then you can start the machine by pressing the start key on the app, we'll get to that in a second, or press the auto key, you see the motor indicator flashes, and then the start key on the Conga to let it start. Unlike most other robot lawnmowers on the market today, that may need you to install some sort of boundary wires first in your lawn in order to prevent it from wandering to neighbor's lawn. The Conga doesn't need to. First, I was skeptical about that, but you know, the lawn we were testing was beside a small lake. I mean, if it falls to the lake, then much less work for me as I don't need to make this video. That didn't happen though. To my surprise, it just did what it said. As you can see from the video, it first mapped out a lap according to the perimeter of my lawn and just did that accurately. Somehow it magically managed to differentiate the boundary between the lawn and the sidewalk. Not only that, it knows how to walk along a corner whether it's right-angled or curved. Turn around when it detected a rock or whatever obstacles my mom put there. The Conga just nailed it. If I wasn't there, I wouldn't believe it could do such an amazing job. After the first lap, the machine can find the working area and then started to cut the grass in a zigzag route, exactly like many modern robot vacuum cleaners that I've tested. I'm so glad it didn't run random like an idiot. The first time I saw their official video, I was kind of worried about the gap between each line. But you don't have to. It did a fairly good job and you don't need to concern yourself about it being lazy and unable to cut the grass between the lines. The lines are quite dense. All robot mowers don't have backs. They mulch the grass, which is fine because it allows them to keep mowing continuously. But what's cool about this Conga is you can actually cut from 0.98 inches all the way up to 3.3 inches tall. That's very unusual for robotic mowers to cut that high, as mostly do only around 2.5 inches. But the Conga was able to do that by making the mechanism itself rise out of the mower. But the million-dollar question is the Conga any good? How's the overall cutting ability? Well, if you think it's going to cut your lawn like a conventional backpack lawnmower or something, you are totally wrong. And I just don't think any smart and compact lawnmower on the market can ever do that now or even in the future. That's just not going to happen. But if you think it as a light maintenance machine for your lawn and you wanted to cut your lawn every now and then and just enjoy your life, the Conga has done a great job. We shot the review around noon, but we can still see clear stripes when it's cutting through the lawn. That means it has a fairly decent amount of power to really cut the grass. That's just impossible for many other robotic lawnmowers. I've got to be honest with you, though it's my first time to review this kind of machine. I've watched many other reviews of other brands. Even for those more expensive and big name brands, they just don't compare to the Conga. One thing you need to pay attention to is clearing most of the small objects like thin wood plates or small tree branches away first. It's good for the blades as well. This is exactly the same as a robot vacuum cleaner. No matter how advanced they are, you always have to remove wires or small toys on your floor before you use them. Another thing you may be concerned about is safety, and it's actually pretty good. The Conga has a few features that make it a lot safer. First, you've got a giant stop button on the top, so if anything happens that you don't want at any time, you just reach over and press that button and everything on the mower stops. But the better and the more important one is the automatic mechanism. It has a great object avoidance ability that I mentioned before. It doesn't even need to bump or touch the object to avoid. It works just great if it runs into a person or even a small object. The Conga also offers an anti-theft feature. Once it detects it has left the area, it will sound an alarm. Your phone app will also pop up a message to remind you of that. Speaking of the app, though it's still in its early stages, I'd like to give you a quick glimpse of it. You can store the machine or check out the map from the home page. You can either choose to load a map or create a map. Here, one of the fun things is you can switch to the manual mode. So if you want to have a little bit of fun with it, you can. It's like a giant RC car. It's responsive and accurate actually. Schedule a date. Choose the blade height, etc. For other features, the Conga has auto recharging. Oh, speaking of that, let me mention the battery life. The battery on the Conga we were testing was 4.4 amp-hour. Theoretically, it will cut 700 square meters on a single charge. The long we were testing was around 240 square meters and I never ran out of battery. The battery is swappable as well. You can even swap to the bigger 5.2 amp-hour battery, which moves an area up to 850 square meters on one full charge. That's crazy. IPX6 waterproof. There's actually been very little grass buildup after a day-long testing. I'm happy it's easy to maintain. Another thing is the machine also works on a max 30-degree slope of lawn, though I'm unable to test that, but the official channel did put a video about that. To conclude, the Conga did a great job. It didn't just get the grass cut, it really looked good and I didn't have to do anything the whole time it was running. Personally, I always love this kind of a smart robot. I have 5 robot vacuum cleaners at home, even a swimming pool cleaner, because I never liked cleaning work. And if you're like me and just want to spend more time enjoying your lawn and less time working on it, I found this Conga is a smart, easy to use and a practical robotic lawnmower for you. There's no need to mess around with the boundary wires here and there, and that smart visual AI technology gives you the best mapping and obstacle avoidance. Great grass cutting ability, and the best part is the price. Starting at $799 US. For this world's first vision AI mapping lawnmower, it is unprecedented, a game changer. If you check those much more expensive smart lawnmowers, you have to add this kit or that accessory to be smarter. Now the Conga is a great value and gives you a lot for the money, and the machine is actually practical. I think that's quite affordable, because if you're paying someone to cut your grass each week, and surprisingly, this could actually pay for itself. Of course, I always point out the cons when reviewing a product. If I have to mention one, then is the Conga is a crowdfunding project. As much as you want to get this product to mow your lawn, you will still have to wait for a few months to get it delivered. But good things are worth waiting for, aren't they? Yeah. Alright, that's the video. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoy using it. If you are interested in this Conga robotic lawnmower, please find the link in the description and back the project now. Thanks for watching. I'm Sami. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. It is an AI-powered autonomous robotic lawnmower. Yeah! Yeah, that's it.